and I would teach her all the things a woman must be to survive. I would teach her that mother, sister, daughter are the only safe identities. I'd teach her to hide her clenched fists in a twirl of her hair, to hide sharpened keys behind filed down nails. I would teach her that the best way to a man's heart is to let him think he is saving you. If I had a daughter, I'd call her Destiny, and I'd teach her about those fine lines that women tread, and how to use them to draw a box around herself before someone else does it for her. I'd teach her how to handcuff herself, how to tie weights to her ankles, how to recognise that all ceilings are brick and she must not fly near them. I'd teach her how to take her dreams and crush them into a sugar cube before someone else does it for her. If I had a daughter, yes, I would call her Destiny, because all of those things she will learn with or without me. It's really weird doing this without even people pretending to applaud. I'm just going to go through my set as if I'm doing this in person, because otherwise it gets really awkward, and if I start editing, I'm never going to stop. So bear with me. You will see me looking at my phone, holding up bits of paper, stumbling over the words, making absolute nonsense, because that's what I do. I just want to say a thank you to YSL and to All About Respect for still putting this event on, even though it couldn't go in the form that we hoped. Hi to any fellow isolators. I'm not ill. However, being a sensitive, lunged, disabled person, my work have basically told me that tomorrow's the last day I'm allowed to go in the office. So do everything you need to do and then bugger off home with your laptop. So I'm going to be going stir crazy very soon. Also, that means I'm not getting to gigs. I'm not going to be out selling things. So if you want to support a poor, incredibly bored queer who writes poetry, I have stuff for sale. You can find the link to my Etsy on my Twitter. That's at Fay Kesby. That's FAYKESBY. And there's also a link to my Ko-fi on there if you want to donate something without actually have a house full of tiny bits of paper. So I'm going to crack on with my set like normal. Just to be a few trigger warnings, I'm going to be discussing weight issues, I'm going to be discussing immigration, I'm going to be discussing depression, sexual assault, politics, all the usual things. Obviously, won't be offended if anything you don't want to listen to, you want to stick your finger in your ears or walk out or anything. Can't be offended, can't see you. So for once, when somebody says that, it's a genuine thing. Yay! So, I'm going to start with something a little bit lighter, and then I'm going to go straight into the hard stuff. Because I don't know if you knew this, but there's lots of things you're not supposed to do when you're fat, just so that other people don't have to think about the fact that you're a little more than perfect. After all, it's a very sensitive subject for everybody who is, you know, not you, but somehow thinks it's their business what you do. You're not supposed to eat in public, so they can pretend that you're not fat, you're just sick. You're not supposed to wear anything tight, wear baggy, be ashamed, be contrite. Oops. You're not supposed to be seen doing exercise unless you want a chance of who ate all the pies. But you must always talk about your diet and do all of your non-dietary eating on the quiet. Don't take it seriously when someone flirts with you, because they're probably just filming it for YouTube. But if someone is actually interested, be grateful, and don't forget to turn off the lights, because they're still going to find you hateful. And of course, you mustn't be offended when somebody calls you fat, because after all, only you can change that. You're not supposed to be strong, confident, or even just plain old content, because this is not the way that bodies are supposed to be. Wait, if that's true, why did God invent cake? Again, super weird without anybody even pretending that they like that. I'm just going to blow straight past it. Right, I'm going to read you one, kind of a longish one, from this zine, The Impression That Remains, which I had a decoupaged cover, I photocopied it to make this beautiful. It's kind of a prose poem. It's kind of about all those paths that you might have had in life that have been closed off for various reasons. So there's lots of things that I won't be able to do now because I'm disabled, lots of things that changed for me when I experienced things like sexual assault and other things like that. And this is kind of about all those paths that get closed off and the memory that stays behind. I've kind of defined, it's called shul, and I've defined that in the Buddhist way, not the Jewish way, which apparently means temple, but the Buddhist way, which is the impression that remains after that which has made it has passed. And it's very much based on a real place, a real path that I used to walk the dog down when I was a kid. I used to hang with my friends there because it was just out of sight of the houses so we could get rest. You know this place. Why are you sad? Close your eyes. It's easy. This is your path. Your feet are on the ground. Feel them. They are not weak. They do not hurt. Feel them. They are strong. They will not fail you here. Don't mind the gate. It's not here to stop you. It keeps out those who do not know this place, those who fall. You will never fall. It's all as you left it. Behind the gate you can see your way, reach for it. Feel the cold metal in your hands, feel flakes of rusty paint scratch your skin as you tighten your grip. Pull the gate back with your strong arms, with your strong arms. Feel your arm, your shoulder, your back flex. As you do, you are strong. Why are you afraid? Close your eyes. Don't look for the jump. Remember it. Remember to land on both feet. Remember hard ground slapping your soul. Remember splintering pain splitting your shins, but pay it no mind. It will fade as you walk. Remember to stretch up and touch the leaves, the green roof, the sky of your path. They've been waiting for you. They bend to your touch with the strength and softness you remember well. With the strength and softness you remember. Take a clean step. Do not trip. Lift your feet high to avoid the network of raised roots. Feel your feet, your calves, your thighs, your hips. Feel your muscles tighten and relax. Tighten and relax. You were built for this. Why do you hesitate? Close your eyes. The slope is steep. It's run or fall. Run or fall. A fall means the river, sharp rocks and strong currents so far from the path the others tread. You will not fall. You can run. You do run. Run as the ground tips away. Run as your feet slip. Run as the earth tilts to the side and find the path waiting for you, welcoming you where it has always been. Here it is grass, soft, springy, crunchy. Spread your arms and feel the bushes crowding you. Sharp branches scratch their skin, nettles graze your knuckles, and soothing tall grass tickles your knees. These plants will not scar you. Spread your arms and lie on them like a bed. Feel the path bend to your will. Close your eyes. Why do you hesitate? Why are you afraid? Why are you sad? Open your eyes. You cannot walk this path. I do like this setup a little bit because you don't know if I'm wearing pants. Am I? Am I not? Who knows? I am actually wearing pants and pants. I wear my work trousers because I've only changed my top half. Because as much as I love you, you're not important enough to be changed clothes if I don't have to. I'm going to read a couple now from Captured. This is where I might start getting quite trigger warning-y. So again, do what you need to do to look after yourself. They call me creature, those who come to dig their fingers into my flesh, those whose wanton ways leave me to crawl in their dirt. They call me such words that make their tongues as hot as fire, so that iron can strip me of my pelt. Their spit burns to my bones when I am caught in their slobbering jaws. They call me creature, thing, it. Is my skin not thick and plump? Is my fur not coarse and full? Do they see me as glass? When they look in these great eyes, do they see themselves small, afraid, impotent? Is that why they call me creature? So, Captured is a small theme that is very much about women who've been captured. So the poems themselves about women, and writing about someone is a way of capturing them. A lot of the poems are inspired by other women in literature or art, which again is a way of capturing. And what I've done as well is I've taken photos of women in art and put them through there. So that's again women that have been captured. So it's a bit concept-y, a bit hipster, but it worked, so why not? The doors are locked. The windows are brick painted with the illusion of freedom. The gift of light is there for someone else's eyes. The road away leads back. There is a bed to be pinned against, and a shower to make her dirtier, and food that tastes of guilt. She is trapped in the weight of her own silence. Apologies if you can hear a weird noise in the background. My partner's in the next room watching American Idol, because apparently that's what you do with your time. Going to read one now called Let Me Be. It's one of my more personal pieces. Wrote it quite a while ago, but I've only recently started performing it because it's one of the pieces that felt so personal that I didn't necessarily want everybody else to hear it and experience it. But I worked long and hard to be the person that I express I wish I was in this poem, and I feel very much like I'm getting there now, and so it's very safe to sort of put the poem out there. So I hope you enjoy, and I hope it means something to somebody. This is Let Me Be. Let me be soft. Let me be kind and gentle. Let me be who I am or who I want to be. Let me be not a failure. Let me be more than this. Let me be who I am without. Give me space to feel untainted and unashamed, to be not burnt or blackened by fire, nor become fire myself. Give me space to stretch, to bend, to see if I snap, or if I'm made of the right stuff, of sugar and spice and all things nice. Let me be not flat, nor sharp. Give me no minor key, but let me play on a major. Let me sing a new song, one whose lyrics were not written yet, not written by someone else or written at all. Let it be to my own tune. If music be the food of love, then let me play on solo. Give me space to learn which thoughts are mine and which are pure and patient and kind and which speak only to damage. Give me space from all that was and is, and to press and process and learn and be formed out of time or life and not of him or it or them. Let me be who I would have been or should have been for a minute, a day, a lifetime. Let me be innocent. Let me be free. Give me the food of love and let me play on solo. Let me be not angry. Let me have no need to be fierce or strong, no warrior woman nor feminazi. Give me power. Give me space and let me be soft. Thank you. I'm very nearly at the end, so I'm just going to do one more quick one from the first scene ever made called Find Me, just to end on a good note. So this is Hit Me With Your Best Shot. Hit me with your best shots. I can take it now. I formed this armour from your hate. This breastplate is made of catcalls, of sexual innuendos and unwanted stares. This helmet is made of your assumptions of my worth, my value, my talent. This shield is made of your uninformed digs at my gender and my sexuality. This sword is made of fat bitches, of fake geek girls and feminist cunts. You have taught me the importance of this armour. You have armed me well. More fool you. Thank you very much, non-existent audience of the bedroom. Again, find me on Twitter at Fay Kesby, that's FAYKESBY. You can find me on Etsy, you can find me on Ko-fi, I'm on Instagram. If you look at Fat Fashion Fays, that's Fays Faes. I run a plus size, queer, positive fashion Instagram blog thing with my friend Rachel. Check that out. It's pretty cool if I say so myself. And thanks again for virtually having me. Bye.